Hello guys, welcome to my channel. How are you all doing? Well, I am fine and I hope you all are doing well. Anyway guys, from the thumbnail itself you have known what I'm going to discuss today with you all is going to be very simple because there are people out there who are not very confident how to strike up a conversation, even knowing how to speak. Despite having the spoken English skill, they cannot overcome their fear. So there are many people who ask me often that how to overcome the fear of striking up a conversation. Whenever there is a person standing or sitting right across me, I just go blank and I take a back seat. I just don't talk, or I just end up fumbling or sounding very funny or very ridiculous to how to overcome this fear, because it is daunting enough for many people to strike up a conversation. Anyway, guys, before I move on with the topic, I would love you to, I like you to, sorry, I won't add love, it's all from your end. So I would like you to subscribe my channel and share the channel, share the videos with as much people you know around you. And if please watch this video till the end to grab all the contents. And if you like the video, please do hit the like button. Now, my dear friends, the thing is, the problem that you are facing today had already been faced by me in my early days when I was trying to improve my spoken English skill. So this is nothing new. We must always remember it is just a language. It's just an interface, a medium of communication between two people. So how to overcome your fear? Now, the first point that I'm going to discuss is going to be very important. This point is the basic of, or you can say it's the foundation of how you strike up a conversation. The first point is clarity of thoughts. Now, what does it mean? It means the things you're going to say or the things you're going to discuss with the other person must be very clear in your mind. You must know the inside out of the things you're going to say, you're going to convey. There must not be any incomplete information in your mind regarding that thing. For example, your colleague who strikes up a conversation with you about some world affairs or something about a country which you are not aware of, which you completely don't know, and for the very first time you're hearing this, and this colleague of yours wants to strike up a conversation with you, wants to discuss the issues that's going on. So what do you have to do? You have to be very honest with yourself, be brutally honest with yourself, and confess flatly that, hey, I don't know this topic because I haven't read about this anywhere. So just since I don't know the inside out of this topic, there is no thought registered in my mind. I don't have the memory of this topic. So I don't think that I'm the right person to discuss, or I'm not qualified to discuss about this topic. But I assure you that once I read the topic, I know about the topic, I'm going to get back to you and we will have a conversation then. So you can surrender flatly, or you can also say that I would like to listen to your insight because this topic is totally new for me. I haven't read about this anywhere. So if you just better enlighten me on what's happening around. So in this way, you can be very blatant, very candid with yourself. So without having clarity of thought, please don't try to get into a discussion because you will fumble over. You must have seen many interviews going on where the interviewers cross question the interviews in such a manner that they start fumbling for words. It happens because they are not sure what to say about it. So when you're not sure, it's better to bow down and accept it. So acceptability is very important. Second tip. Tip number 2 is don't be frigid while conversing with a person. Now, I have seen many students of mine, even while talking to somebody, whether friend or whether teachers, whether seniors, whether juniors, whenever this English forms as an interface between these two people, the person or my students, they become frigid like this, as if it's going to be a very Herculean task for them, and they have to be always very aware, very conscious of what words they're using, what grammar they're using. So they become so frigid that their body language looks very ridiculous, and it throws an impression on the opposite person that this person is not interested to talk to me, or maybe I am not the right person with whom this person would be easy. So, you must not be frigid. When you have to strike up a conversation with anyone, whatever you have to say, first make your body language very flexible. You be in your informal state. Not, I'm not saying that you have to be mindfully informal all the time, otherwise you will end up saying informal things even at places where you're meant to speak formally. I'm saying the body language must be very casual. Do not move your hands like this, because that shows how nervous you are, and do not be frigid like this. Just be into the conversation, engage yourself into the conversation. You can sometimes like move your hands to extrapolate those dots in your conversation. Got it? So please do not have a very bad body language. Your body language must be very simple, very casual, very friendly. It should radiate an amicability from your end. Now, tip number 3. Tip number 3 is fake it till you make it. Now, what is the meaning of fake it till you make it? It means you are not sure of how your spoken English is right now. What's the level of your spoken English? Okay, and you have to speak with someone who is fluent, is an advanced speaker, or probably a native speaker. Now you are a person who knows the grammar, who knows the words, who knows the phrases, but you're not sure if you would end up sounding good or not. So it's better to fake it. If you feel a bit daunting, which is very natural, everyone can be insecure before striking up a conversation with a person who is an advanced speaker. Don't think that it actually dampens your esteem. No. Feeling insecure is absolutely okay. Believe me, even right before all the performances of my anchoring, I'm very nervous. I'm dead nervous. I don't know what to do. And the paper that I prepare, the speeches I write to deliver, those speeches never show up on the stage because I end up forgetting everything. And then what I do is different, which I'm going to discuss in my tip number 4, that what I do then. But for you, you have to fake it till you make it. And for faking, it's not necessary for you to exaggerate the sentence. Keep it very small and crispy. Like, okay, all right, I got you. It was pleased to meet you. Well, yes, why not? Why don't we catch up sometime later? So always use small phrases and don't speak continuously. Be a listener instead. So you're faking to be a listener who is very casual and who is very intently being engaged in the conversation, but in a passive way. This is called being engaged in a passive way, where you're not the direct speaker. The person who is an advanced speaker is doing all the speaking. You are just adding on to the extension of the speeches, like, oh, really, I didn't have any idea about it. Oh, I'm so grateful to you that you gave an insight about this. So this type of, I'm just giving an example to you. So make it very crisp, to the point. So don't exaggerate your line. When you don't exaggerate your line, you don't fumble for words. So this was fake it till you make it. And the last one is you have to wear your confidence in the skin. Yes, now I am going to tell you how I tackle the situation when I completely go blank on the stage. Yes, when I stand for a performance on the stage and I hold the microphone, I totally forget about what I have prepared for the last one day or the last 2 days. I totally forget it. And I'm brutally being honest with you. So I take a little pause and I use my smile as a filler. This is very important. Before having an eye contact and before striking up a conversation, before performance, always put a smile. That wide smile is a very good filler and that ignites the hope in your audience or inside that person who is standing across you, that this person has got some very new things up in his sleeve which is gonna discuss with me. So after that small filler of smile, now I greet them in a very usual manner, and after the first stage of greeting is done, like I welcome you all to this evening. This auspicious evening has turned more elated, or it is looking more exquisite because of your presence, and I keep on adding on to vocabularies without any effort. You know what worked for me? That smile. So right before the performance, I was a different person. I was full of nervousness. I didn't know what to do. And I brought that nervousness along with me to the stage and I went completely blank. Now when I was blank, now the time comes when I take that confidence out of my handbag. Yes, handbag means some pockets inside me, and then wear those confidence up on my sleeves and let no one understand what I'm going through. So this is the tactics which is utilized, which is used by everyone. I'm telling, there is no one, no interviewers, no anchors who don't feel that poke of nervousness within them. Even our hands sweat, even our feet sweat. We also feel like something is thumping hard inside our heartbeat increases. We feel like palpitation is happening. So this is very natural, very common. So confidence is something which is not an entity, which you cannot always hold inside you and walk around and say, yeah, see how confident you are. And or you just walk up on the stage, just bashing up the stage, throwing the microphone and showing, yes, see how confident I am. I don't need a microphone either. No. Confident is that attribute which is present inside you and it needs the right time to actually come out, actually flourish. And the right time is when you go blank. When you go blank, the only thing you can do to fill up that gap is your smile. Smile broadly, wave your hands to the audience, or you can shake your hand with a person right across you and then greet that person using little pauses. Give him the opportunity to greet you back. So in this way, you have to know how to be confident at the right moment, at the right place, and then you will see effortlessly the words will flow out. And then you'll see that when the other person who might be a very good speaker is speaking fluently, speaking flawlessly, then you can also catch up with his sentences. There would be some sentences which are there up his sleeves and which he is now conveying to you, is passing on to you. So while conversing, you can also pick up few sentences from here and there from what he has told and use them in your speech. So in that way, you become a fluent speaker without being feeling rejected or without getting daunted. Anyway, guys, if you have liked this video, do hit the like button, and for more such updates, keep watching my videos. I will be back with another such session very soon. Stay tuned. Bye bye.